So, as a police officer, I have to use a gun. And part of having to use a gun, cleared, part of having to use a gun is knowing how to clean it. That way it'll fire properly. People in today's society should know how to use guns. They should know how to do whatever they can to make them function to the best of their ability. I was actually looking earlier, and there's a website called Bearing Arms, and they actually say that, I mean, not 100% I'm sure, but their statistics show that law-abiding citizens in America actually own 600 million firearms altogether. So all those people have to know how to clean their weapons, otherwise they're not going to shoot right, whether it be pistol, rifle, shotgun, whatever you're using it for. So today we're going to learn how to disassemble what I carry, which is a SIG P320 9mm. This is what DPS just swapped to as well. It actually turned out that the 9mm SIG P320 has the biggest kill radius, which I know that sounds harsh, but I am a police officer and I'm going home every night, so I want to have the best that I can have. So we're going to show you how to disassemble it, then we're going to actually walk through it, and once we have it all apart, I'll show you the key points that you're going to want to clean on this particular gun, and then we'll put it back together. So you just want to slide the slide all the way back and then lock it right here with this little pin, and then there's a little lever here. You just flip it all the way around. It was here, you're going to flip it all the way that way, and then gently let your slide come off. So we can just put this down for now. So here's your slide. This is what it all looks like on the inside. You're going to pull your spring out and then pull your barrel out behind it. And I mean, that's all the steps to actually taking it apart. They're very easy to take apart. No complications at all. This is actually one of the easier guns that I've owned as far as taking it apart is concerned, and it's one of the guns that requires the least amount of cleaning that I've seen. I did carry a Glock. There's a couple more steps to taking it apart, and you want to clean in a lot more areas than this one. This gun, which here you've got your frame and everything, you've got these little slides right here on all four corners. That's where your slide is actually sliding back and forth against it as each bullet is fired. You want to go ahead and put some oil on those, lube them up pretty good, and then you're going to want to dab a little bit in here, which that's your, whenever it cocks back and everything, this little lever comes up, and then whenever you pull the trigger, it shoots back forward, waiting for the next. So you're going to want to put oil in all of those places. The spring, not very much oil. You just want to put a little bit on it, you know, kind of rub it around to where it gets everywhere. Mine's actually a little dirty right now, but I don't have any of my cleaning stuff with me. It's all at work. The barrel, obviously you're going to want to clean the inside of that barrel out. You know, stick you a little snake through there and everything several times. And then all around in here, you're going to want to clean all that out, because while it's in place and everything, it's actually just hitting on this little rod right here just over and over and over again. So anywhere that there's going to be some sort of friction, you want to put oil in. And then same thing on here, on the bottom of the slide, all down the edges right there, you're going to want to have the oil, because it slides on those four brackets right in here, and then right here on this little lever, or not lever, this little lid that has in it. And then once you have all the oil where you want it and everything, you just put your barrel back in, line your spring up, put it back on there, slide, there's little slits right there, they go on those four brackets, push it back, lock it, flip that back around to where it won't run off on you, and then you're already back to go. It's a simple process. A lot of people think it's harder than it needs to be, and they act like it's harder than it needs to be. It's really not very difficult at all. They're really simple. I, as a police officer, think that everyone should have a gun that is able to have one, just for the protection of yourself and your family on a day-to-day basis. You never know what's going to go on in today's time. So today we looked specifically at the SIG P320 a little bit, not in super detail or anything, but we did look at it. I showed you how to disassemble it, the proper areas that you're going to want to try and clean the best you can, and then I reassembled it for you, and right now it's ready to go. If I pull the trigger, boom goes the dynamite on this one. But that's going to be all for this time around, and we'll see you next time.